Hey, what is going on, guys? Gamer Zeus here, and today it's not a normal FIFA 14 video you expect of me. It's not a career mode. It is in fact the El Classico, Barcelona versus Real Madrid, being played at the Santiago Bernabeu. It has just finished. It is 11:15 at the minute, but it finished probably about half an hour ago to 45 minutes. About 10 o'clock I think it finished, or maybe even earlier. I can't really remember what time it finished, but yeah, I'm gonna give you my thoughts on the match. You know, there's plenty of talking points in the game: the penalties, the red cards, the referees. You know, there's loads of stuff to talk about. But first thing I just want to get off my chest is about the referees in Spain. They are far too soft, and I mean the referees were giving fouls for everything. You know, little pullbacks here and there, little nudges in the back. You know, everyone gets so much protection in the Liga BBVA, in the Spanish Premier League, and I mean it just it amazed me actually of how much protection the players actually get, and how soft the referees were. I mean, if that was a Barclays Premier League match, literally there wouldn't have been half as many fouls. You know, I'll give it to the ref. In the first half an hour, he was letting a lot of things go, and he was, you know, being quite lenient towards the players. There was no yellow cards until I think it was about the half an hour mark actually, and that was Di Maria. And just going to park up here, just saying, you know, Di Maria, he had an amazing game. He was my man of the match personally. In that first half, Barcelona just could not deal with him at all, and I mean it. They could not, like, anything he did, they just couldn't handle it at all. It was incredible. And you know, when he went down first time, I thought it was going to go off after they celebrated the goal, the equalising goal. I thought it was going to go off because he looked seriously ill. I mean, he looked like he was about to pass out and go into a coma or something. But I mean, he just amazed me how well he played. I mean, he came back on, and within 5 minutes he'd set up the second one, Real second. But I mean, like I say, it was amazing. But yeah, back onto the referees just quickly. You know, I don't understand. Half of them fouls, I was watching it on my telly, and I was just like shouting at the TV, like, no way was that a foul. And it just, I couldn't fathom it. I could not understand why they were giving them. It was like, you know, a little nudge in the back, shoulder to shoulder, oh, free kick. And it was kind of like 50-50 all the time. You didn't know which way the foul was going to go. And some of them offside calls, I have to say, I did question them, because a lot of them, you know, they looked onside to me. And it didn't look like there was a lot of offside. So, but I'm not going to criticise the linesmen, because they have a hard enough job as it is, you know. I mean, they're always 5 yards behind the play for a start, and I mean, they still get 3/4 of the decisions they make right, which, you know, you have to give them credit for that. Credit where credit is due. They do well. do. But sorry, I just had to get that in there. Yeah, like I say, it was a brilliant game, and you know, let's just talk about the goals. Let's start onto the goals. Now, you know, that first goal, it was great build-up play from Barcelona. You know, Real had a little bit of a slow start, but you know, after 10 or 15 minutes, they sort of like they got straight into it, and they just like back down to business, and they were on it. And I mean, they were really on it. I haven't seen a Real Madrid team, you know, that aggressive. And to be fair, they were unlucky to lose the game. Sorry. But yeah, the first goal, you know, credit where credit is due. It was a great goal. You know, it was the exact same position as that you just saw on the screen. Iniesta on that left hand side, cutting across the defender, hitting it with his left foot. Apart from in this game here, the gameplay you're seeing, it was kind of a weak shot by Iniesta, but in real life, it was an absolute screamer from him. He just smashed that into the top right corner. You know, at first I thought, I was looking away at first and I thought, did that actually go in? Because I couldn't hear any fans, but then I remembered, you know, there's 75,000 Real Madrid fans and about 5,000 Barcelona fans, so you're not going to be able to hear them cheering, you're going to have to watch it. But yeah, played, it was a great goal, and you know, I've learnt tonight that Iniesta has some left foot on him, because he had quite a few shots with the left foot. I mean, the snapshot volley from the corner, I mean, wow, literally it was an inch over the bar, although it did take a little deflection off of Bale, so you know, if that deflection didn't hit, would it have gone in? But luckily for Barcelona, you know, it did go in, and they were well deserved of the lead in the first 10 minutes. You know, he scored in the 7th, and Barcelona made the quicker start, and they were the ones who were, well, not dominated, but they were playing better, because Real had like I say earlier, Real had quite a slow start, to be fair, but they soon got into it. They soon got into the rhythm. I mean, Benzema, how he didn't get like 5 or 6 goals that game, I have no idea, because he missed the first sitter in the first, just after Iniesta scored. He missed a sitter where Di Maria again set him up, cut it back for him. You know, all the hard work was done. All he needed to do was just hit it on target, and he blazes it over the bar with his left foot. And I have no idea how he didn't. I legitimately think I could have scored that, and I'm shit. But yeah, I have no idea how he didn't score. But like I say, he should have had about 5 or 6. I mean, he was hitting. You know, he was hitting the target, but you know, you got to give credit to Valdez as well. Valdez had a very good game. You know, Valdez did actually do very well, but he did make some mistakes as well, which is Real's first goal. The header from Benzema across the net, across the goal. Valdez got a hand to it. He thought he'd saved it and pushed it onto the post, but it just managed to go off the inside of the post into the net, and Valdez looked gutted. You could tell he was gutted because he made the mistake, and you know, he was thinking, oh no. Obviously he was thinking in Spanish, he was thinking, oh no, I made the mistake, this is going to be the fall. And you know, it was the fall for about half an hour until the red card. But you know, pretty much straight after that, actually, I mean straight after that, after the celebrations, actually, that was when Di Maria first went down. And you know, I don't know what was up there. Maybe he was a bit dehydrated, or maybe he was just a bit like dizzy from, because you know, we'd covered some ground in that first like 20 minutes. He had covered a lot of ground. And like I say, you know, personally, he was my man of the match. He played off the park. He played everyone off the park. He even played his own teammates off the park. He was amazing. Like, I've never seen a player with so much desire and, you know, so quick feet, and the pace of him was just outstanding. He was incredible. I have no idea how he did it for so long, because I mean, I would have been knackered after like 20 minutes of just doing half of his hard work. He was the man of the match by far. And look, unfortunately I didn't stay long enough to, you know, I didn't watch it long enough to hear man of the match, because I switched it straight off and, you know, came onto here, make a video about it, do all this good stuff, and, you know, talk about how I thought the game went. But you know, like I say, he was man of the match, but knowing Sky, they would have given it to someone else, and they would have given it to like Messi or Ronaldo. More than likely Messi, because he was on the winning team, but never mind. My opinions, my thoughts, not Sky's. So now, on to the second of Madrid's goal. It was a wonderful finish from Benzema, and I mean, it was outstanding. So, I remember last week Soldado had a similar chance, and I think it was in the first, it might have been the first of the 2 legs of Benfica, and Soldado had a wonderful chance where the ball came into him, he chested it, but he couldn't get the ball down fast enough, he couldn't work his feet out to hit it, although he did hit it, but he was too slow and the defender caught him and he ended up blasting it over the bar. But Benzema really showed him how to do it. And if you looked at my tweets, I did actually tweet saying, wow, what a finish. Soldado, take note, because it was exactly the same chance. It was a beautiful ball by Di Maria again, I think it was. Benzema chested it down, volleyed it into the right hand side of the net, and it was a great finish from a player who missed like 4 or 5 sitters. And now the second goal for 2-2. It was, and for the second goal of Barcelona, for Barcelona's second to make it 2-2 in the 42nd minute. It was Neymar and Messi linking up in that Madrid box, as they do so well in every other box and all around the pitch. They linked up so well, and it was a beautiful goal by Messi, just to smash it into the bottom corner with his left-footed, with a lovely left-footed finish, and it was incredible. You know, not a keeper in the world would have saved it. It was a brilliant finish from Messi, but let's be honest, would you really expect any less from that little Argentinian magician? I think not. So, you know, we went into half time and it was 2-2. Now I got some odds up. You know, I like to have the odd bet, and I got some odds up. And on Sky Bet, Real Madrid 4-2 was 11-1, Barcelona 3-2 was 7-1, and Neymar to score next was 9-1. Benzema to score next was 10-1. Now Benzema to score next was looking a very likely bet, because he was on fire that game. He was having chance after chance after chance, and he was just looking like he'd get his hat-trick. He was looking like he'd get more, and he was just playing awesomely. But then the second half started and Madrid started a lot faster. Madrid looked like they had the momentum, when really it should have been the other way around. But like I say, Madrid just hit them and hit them. Ronaldo doing his little, you know, step overs and skills, and he went, he went straight into the heart of the Barcelona defence, and just outside the box, it was tripped by Dani Alves. It was definitely a foul, it was definitely a trip, but it was just outside the box, so really it should not have stood. It shouldn't have been a penalty, but nevertheless there was a penalty. It was given. You know, it was sort of like the Di Michele's Messi one. Di Michele's tackled him from outside the area, Messi fell into the area, and they got a penalty. So, you know, some could say it was karma. But Ronaldo, you know, it's Ronaldo. Ronaldo doesn't miss penalties, and he smashed it into the bottom left-hand corner. You know, Valdez went the right way, but there was just too much power and just too much accuracy for him to get anywhere. And then, in the 63rd minute, this is where the red card comes into. The red card for Ramos and a penalty. Neymar breaks through free, and there's Marcelo and Ramos in the centre of the box. He ducks, cuts into the left hand side, past Marcelo, and you know, at first I didn't think there was nothing in it at first, and I thought, whoa, that shouldn't have been a penalty, but then somehow it was. Now I looked at the replays, there was a little bit of a clash of legs, and it was, you know, some could say it was harsh, but a red card nevertheless. If the referee deems it a foul, it should have been a red card, which it was. And Messi with an absolutely fantastic penalty. You know, it killed it right into the right hand side of the net. You know, obviously Messi's a left footer. It was like a Gerrard style penalty. Curled right into the net, and you know, he made it 3-3. And then nothing really happened after that. Then all of a sudden, you know, after the red card, he brings on Varane for Benzema. So Benzema has been taken off, and there's no one up front for Real apart from Bale and Ronaldo. So it was going to be always difficult, and Madrid just started to sit back deeper and deeper. And then another penalty for Barcelona, again very harsh on Madrid. And Iniesta was sandwiched between Carvajal and Alonso, but personally I thought Alonso got the ball, but apparently he tripped him. But you know, it doesn't really matter now, it was over, and Barcelona get the penalty. And of course it was Messi to complete his hat-trick with a penalty kick, curled it right into the top right hand corner of the net, again, much like the first, and it was incredible. And personally, I thought that a draw would have been okay. It would have been fair, but you know, football's not fair. So, but there are my thoughts. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, give it a like. If you think different, comment below. Also follow me on Twitter because that's where I put everything. So again, thanks for watching. Peace.